Hello, this is Miss Lally coming to you from my garden to the table. So I'm gonna take you through my making some zucchini brownies, and here are the ingredients that I use to make this zucchini brownie. I will put a link to the recipe that I use that I got offline. You can check it out for yourself if you like. And last but not least, my zucchini. This is my second zucchini grew, and I thought it was a nice size. I felt like I picked it at the right time for this recipe. I switched from white flour to oat flour, which I really like using it in baking, and it's been working great for me. I added this cacao powder, um, some baking soda to the mix. I wanted to put all my dry ingredients together for the recipe. And then I added a little salt. Mixed it up really well, incorporated all the dry ingredients really well, especially the cocoa powder. Next, I am ready to put together the wet ingredients. So I'm using olive oil blend, oil, and a lot of times when I see recipes, when people are using measuring cups and they don't get all of the ingredient out of the measuring cup, and I'm like, are you actually using the full measurement of what the recipe calls for? So I like to scoop everything out as much as I possibly can. And I switched from cane sugar to using this coconut sugar, coconut palm sugar, which works just fine for me. Just trying to work my way off of the flour and the sugar. Added a little vanilla. And then now mixing this up well so that everything is blended together. So this is the zucchini. I did not break it off properly, but it's a nice size zucchini. My second one off of the zucchini plants that I'm out there growing, and I I needed to shred it up, and this is kitchen a kitchen contraption that I got for my recent birthday that I had. I love it. It's fabulous in the kitchen. I mean, it shreds stuff so well. My granddaughter, you needed a little assistance. I thought this did a great job. This was my first time using this to shred zucchini, so I do have another shredder, but I said, oh yeah, let me use this right here. I like the way this shredded the zucchini. Mm-hmm. It's an ant here. It's an ant here. Yeah, it's a mosquito. An ant and a mosquito? You want me to come get it? Yeah, you get the mosquito. Okay, so now I'm ready to bring everything together. Dry ingredients mixed in with the wet ingredients, and at this point the recipe is very dry. You just have to work it in, bringing the dry ingredients and the wet ingredients together. Then I started adding the zucchini. It called for 2 cups of zucchini, and I just thought that this zucchini was large enough to cover 2 cups of zucchini. But right here, I added it, and I felt like at the end it made my zucchini brownies just a little more moist than what I tend to do. So now everything is incorporated. It looks ugly. Yes, it does. It looks ugly. But, you know, that's just how it looks. I have my baking dish all prepared and ready to go, and I did flour it with the oat flour. And you need no egg with this recipe. The zucchini itself provides all the moisture that you need for this recipe. Spread it out as evenly as possible. It kind of just bakes in place. So just spread it out as evenly as possible. You don't want it to, you want to be as evenly out as much as possible, because you don't want to be higher on one side than the other. So it may take a little time to kind of, get it just right. There we go. And now into the oven it goes. I cooked this for 35 minutes, I believe, on 350. Okay, so this is the unfrosted finished product. It's not all that pretty, but it does taste good. So I made a homemade frosting. The recipe does come with a frosting, but I decided to try a different homemade frosting. I just want to play around with, because it calls for this. The recipe frosting is mainly confectionate sugar. I want to do a cream cheese frosting, so I did a cream cheese frosting with the cocoa powder. And here we go. You can't even tell that zucchini is even in the brownie. I love it. It's just because I added that extra bit of zucchini, it made it just a little moist, a little more moist than what I normally make it, because it's not, I've made this several times, but I still enjoyed it. I just like it just not as moist. I prefer it not as moist, but it still was good to me. I really like it. But look at that. You always have to get a child to try it.
You like it? Do you like it? Yes or no? Look at the camera.
You like it? Okay.
Is it good? Yes?
All right. So there we have it. So if you'd like to try this zucchini brownie recipe, it'll be in my notes, and give it a try. A nice way to use summer zucchini.